Alright, just doing a quick test, seeing if my new scene is gonna work.
Alright, some of you probably already know this, but in case you don't, and before you ask, yes, this is the main inspiration for Mel Gibson's character in the movie The Patriot. Today we're talking about, in my opinion, the most important militia leader and guerrilla warfare fighter in American history. Ladies and gentlemen, after the Revolutionary forces suffered a crushing defeat at the Battle of Camden, the British believed that they had driven out any resistance they had in the South. They believed that the South was won. But what the British don't know is that
there's still one man standing in their way, a French and Indian war veteran that has been doing nothing for the past 15 years, but being a still one man standing in their way, a French and Indian war veteran that has been his name is Francis Marion. He is 48 years old. He is 5'4", 115 pounds, and has a bum leg. But despite his small stature, he is about to prove himself to be the biggest pain in the ass for the British in the entire American Revolution by launching one of, if not the most successful guerrilla warfare campaigns of all time. So successful, in fact, that the British would wind up sending out over half a dozen death squads led by their best field officers to hunt him down, only for them to ultimately remark, and I quote, "The devil himself couldn't catch him," earning him the nickname the Swamp Fox. And we're going to get into all of it right after a word from our sponsor.
Delete me. Why do you have the same guns?
They look similar, but they're different. That one's 5.56, and that one's 300 Blackout. My second favorite set of twins.
Then I'm going to get a new purse.
You have enough purses.
And you have enough guns.
Damn it. This video is brought to you by Delete Me. Super simple, straightforward business model. You give them money, they turn around and they make sure the data brokers on the internet aren't selling your personal information to anybody that wants to buy it. Okay, here's how this works. Pretty much anytime you sign up for something that's free on the internet and you give them your personal information, it's not actually free. They make their money by turning around and selling your personal information to data brokers who then turn around and sell it to the highest bidder. Now, legally speaking, these data brokers are required to stop selling your information if you ask them to. The problem is there's a ton of different data brokers. You don't know which ones have your information, and they all have a different way you have to go through submitting an opt-out request. And that's where Delete Me comes in. They monitor all of the major data brokers and they will submit opt-out requests automatically for you. And then they will continue to monitor those data brokers constantly and resubmit opt-out requests if that data broker re-gets your information. Basically, the oversimplified version of this is Delete Me is a subscription service that allows everything that's free on the internet to actually be free. So yeah, if you want to go check them out, I'll have a link in the discount code down below. Let's get back to the video.
And that should mute the output from the speaker.
All right, per usual from the top, but also I'm going to hurry this up because I want to get to all the cool stuff. All right, our story begins in 1732 when a young Francis Marion is born. When he is born, he is presumably because he is a very, very small baby being compared to the size of a New York rabbit. In modern times,
That is there.
He's going to be a merchant instead, so he moves the family over to Georgetown and he spends the rest of his childhood growing up there. Now, presumably that does not go very well because Francis Marion dad promptly loses all of the family's money and then because Francis Marion dad promptly loses all of the family's money because Francis Marion dad still living in teenager. At this point in time, Francis Marion starts still living in they all got it. At this point in time, Francis Marion starts still living in they all got it. At this point in time, Francis Marion starts still living in they all got it. At this point in time, Francis Marion starts still living in is it Georgetown's the biggest is it Georgetown